Hello students, how are you? I hope you all are fine and enjoying your studies. So student, today we will start our new chapter. Chapter number 4, Air, class 7th geography's book. So student, can you anyone tell me the definition of atmosphere? Atmosphere, our earth surrounded by a huge blanket of air, that is we called atmosphere. It provides us air we breathe and protect us from harmful effects of sun rays. You all knows the sun reflects the rays of ultraviolets. It is very harmful for us. Next is, it made the temperature on the earth livable, and all living beings depend on the atmosphere. So student, atmosphere is very important for us. After atmosphere, we will discuss about composition and structure of atmosphere. So student, our composition of atmosphere, it comprises of three things: gases, water vapor and dust particle. So we can explain composition of the atmosphere. Do you know that the air we take in while breathing is actually a mixture of many gases? Nitrogen and oxygen are two gases which make up the bulk of the atmosphere. Carbon dioxide, helium, ozone, argon and hydrogen are found in lesser quantities. Apart from these gases, tiny dust particles are also present in the air. The pie chart gives you the percentage of different constituents of air. See figure 4.1. Nitrogen. Nitrogen is the most plentiful gas in the air. It is 78%. You see here oxygen, it is 21%. After oxygen, that is argon, 0.93%. After argon, carbon dioxide, 0.03%. And all other, it is 0.04%. So nitrogen is the most plentiful gas in the air. When we inhale, we take some amount of nitrogen into our lungs and exhale it. But plants need nitrogen for their survival. They cannot take nitrogen directly from the air. Bacteria that live in the soil and roots of some plants take nitrogen from the air and change its form so the plants can use it. Oxygen is the second most plentiful gas in the air. Humans and animals take oxygen from the air as they breathe. Green plants produce oxygen during photosynthesis. In this way, oxygen content in the air remain constant. If we cut trees, then this balance gets disturbed. Carbon dioxide is another important gas. Green plants use carbon dioxide to make their food and release oxygen. Humans or animals release carbon dioxide. The amount of carbon dioxide released by humans or animals seems to be equal to the amount used by the plants, which makes a perfect balance. However, the balance is upset by burning of fuels such as coal and oil. Students, now I will tell you structure of the atmosphere. See figure 4.2. Here you see our atmosphere is divided into 5 layers starting from the earth's surface. These are troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere and exosphere. First I will tell you troposphere. This layer is the most important layer of the atmosphere. Its average height is 13 km. The air we breathe exists here. Almost all the weather phenomena like rainfall, fog and hailstorm occur in this layer. After troposphere, our next layer is stratosphere. Above the troposphere lies the stratosphere. It extends up to a height of 50 km. This layer is almost free from clouds and associated weather phenomena, making condition most ideal for flying aeroplanes. One important feature of stratosphere is that it contains a layer of ozone gas. We have just learnt how it protects us from the harmful effect of the sun rays. Next is mesosphere. This is the third layer of the atmosphere. It lies above the stratosphere. It extends up to the height of 80 km. Meteorites burn up in this layer on entering from the space. Next is thermosphere. In thermosphere, temperature rises very rapidly with increasing height. Ionosphere is a part of this layer. It extends between 80 to 400 km. This layer helps in radio transmission. In fact, radio waves transmitted from the earth are reflected back to the earth via this layer. After thermosphere, our last layer is exosphere. The uppermost layer of the atmosphere is known as exosphere. This layer has very thin air. Light gases like helium and hydrogen float into the space from here. Students, now we will discuss our subtopic weather and climate. So students, it is going to rain today, it will be bright today, sunny today. These all are the weather condition, or we can say day-to-day condition of weather. So student, what is weather? Weather is this hour to hour, day-to-day condition of the atmosphere. A hot or humid weather may make one irritable. A pleasant, breezy weather may make one cheerful and even plan for an outing. Weather can change dramatically from day to day. However, the average weather condition of a place for a longer period of time represents the climate of a place. Students, here some different type of weather instrument. Figure 4.3. First, you see here thermometer. It measures the temperature. Next is barometer. It measures atmospheric pressure. Third, rain gauge. It measures the amount of rainfall. Last is wind vane. It shows the direction of the wind. So student, we discuss here weather instrument. Now, I will tell you about temperature. The temperature you feel every day is the temperature of the atmosphere. The degree of hotness and coldness of the air is known as temperature. The temperature of the atmosphere changes not only between day and night, but also from season to season. Summers are hotter than winters. An important factor that influences the distribution of temperature is insolation. What is insolation? Insolation is the incoming solar energy intercepted by the earth. The amount of insolation decreases from the equator toward the poles. Therefore, the temperature decreases in the same manner. After temperature, we discuss air pressure. Air pressure is defined as the pressure exerted by the weight of air on the earth's surface. As we go up the layers of atmosphere, the pressure falls rapidly. The air pressure is highest at sea level and decreases with height. So student, our next is wind. The movement of air from high pressure area to low pressure areas is called wind. You can see wind at work as it blows dry leaves down the pavement or uproots trees during a storm. Student, winds can be broadly divided into three types. You see here figure 4.4. Major pressure belts and wind system. Here you see yellow portion between 0 degree to 23.5 degree north and 0 degree to 23.5 degree south. In this area, you see here northeast trade wind and southeast trade wind. After this, you see 35 degrees south to 60 degrees south and 35 degree north to 60 degree north, there is prevailing westerlies wind. 60 degree north to 90 degree north and 60 degree south to 90 degree south, you see here polar easterlies wind. So students, winds can be classified into broadly three types. First is permanent. In permanent winds, we have trade winds, westerlies wind and polar easterlies wind. These all are the permanent winds. These blow constantly throughout the year in a particular direction. Second is seasonal winds. These winds change their direction in different seasons. For example, monsoon in India. Third is local winds. These blow only during a particular period of the day or year in a small area. For example, land and sea breeze. Do you recall the dry and hot local wind of northern plain? It is called Lu. You all listen this name because in summer season your parents always say you that come in the house, otherwise you will be affected by Lu. So student, our next topic is moisture. When water evaporates from land and different water bodies, it becomes water vapor. Moisture in the air at any time is known as humidity. When the air is full of water vapor, we call it is a humid day. As the air gets warmer, its capacity to hold the water vapors increases and so it becomes more and more humid. On a humid day, clothes takes longer to dry and sweat from our body does not evaporate easily, making us feel very uncomfortable. When the water vapor rises, it starts cooling. The water vapor condenses, causing formation of droplets of water. Clouds are just masses of such water droplets. When these droplets of water too heavy to float in air, then they come down as precipitation. Student, precipitation, it includes snowfall, rainfall, hail, sleet. Precipitation that comes down to the earth in liquid form is called rain. Most of the groundwater comes from rainwater. Rainwater flows down the bare mountains and can cause flooding of low-lying areas. On the basis of mechanism, there are three types of rainfall: the convectional rainfall, the orographic rainfall and the cyclonic rainfall. See figure 4.5. First, cyclonic rainfall. We can say frontal rainfall. Cyclonic rainfall occurs when warm and cold air meets each other. Since warm air is lighter, it rises above the cold air. The rising air is then cooled beyond the saturation point, resulting in heavy rainfall. Other is orographic rainfall. Orographic rainfall produced when moist air is lifted as it moves over a mountain range. As the air rises and cools, orographic clouds form and serve as the source of the precipitation. The third is convectional rainfall. When the land warms up, it heats the air above it. This causes the air to expand and rise. As the air rises, it cools and condenses. If this process continues, the rain will fall. So students, rainfall is very important for the survival of plants and animals. It brings fresh water to the earth's surface. If rainfall is less, water scarcity and drought occur. On the other hand, if it is more, floods take place. So student, I ask some question. Ready? Okay. Question 1. Discuss the structure of the atmosphere. Answer. The atmosphere is divided into 5 layers according to height. Starting from the Earth's surface, they are troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere, exosphere. Question 2. What is weather? Answer. Weather is the day-to-day condition of the atmosphere. For example, a sunny day or rainy day. Next, define the term climate. Answer. The sum total of all weather conditions prevailing over large area for a longer period of time is called climate. Next, what are the different forms of precipitation? Answer. Different forms of precipitation are dew, rainfall, hail, snowfall, fog, sleet. So student, fill in the blanks with appropriate words. Number 1. Earth is surrounded by a blanket of air called dash. Second, green plants produce dash during photosynthesis. Third, increased volume of dash is affecting the Earth's weather and climate. Fourth, ionosphere is the part of dash. Fifth, amount of rainfall is measured by dash. Sixth, insolation influences the distribution of dash. So student, what is the answer of first fill-up? Atmosphere. Second, oxygen. Third, carbon dioxide. Fourth, thermosphere. Fifth, rain gauge. Sixth, temperature. Students, match the contents of column A with that of column B. Column A, temperature, pressure, seasonal wind, radio wave transmission, nitrogen from air. Column B, bacteria in soil, thermosphere, barometer, thermometer, change directions in different season. So student, match. Temperature is matched with thermometer, pressure, barometer, seasonal wind, change direction in different season, radio wave transmission, thermosphere, nitrogen from air, bacteria in soil. So student, I hope you will understand the chapter and all the concept which is related to atmosphere and their composition and structure, and also you can understand about weather and climate. So student, thank you for watching us. Stay safe, stay healthy.